Hello, colleagues. Today I would like to share a story of Stephan and the village of Deva. Once upon a time, there was a planet that only had two villages. These villages were named Deva and Deva. People from these villages were very happy. They would plant their own vegetables and fruits. And after every harvest, they will celebrate and have a feast out of the vegetables and fruits that they've planted. This celebration was a symbol of success and a celebration of the harvest that was successful. But times went by and things started not looking good. Some of the plants would no longer grow, and some of the fruits would no longer grow. But for Deva, it was a bit okay. It was not as worse as Deva, because at Deva there were still some of the plants that would grow, but they wouldn't grow when they were growing them at Deva. One day, a boy by the name of Stephan from the village of Deva came to the father running and running and running, screaming the name, Daddy, Daddy. And Daddy was like asking, What? What, my son? Daddy, I had a dream, a great dream. The daddy asks the son again, What was the dream, my son? And the son starts explaining the dream. And the dream was that one day things will be okay and Deva will have all the plants and the fruits as they were before and people will be happy again. But then the daddy asks, But how, my son? What did the dream say? And then Stephan said, Only if our people of Deva can stop to relocate to the village of Deva, just for 100 days, Daddy. And then the daddy, looking for a miracle to save the people of Deva, he calls a meeting for the whole village. In the meeting, then he explains the whole story that he got from the son. But obviously, as he said, it was just a dream from the son. So some people were not happy with this dream for the fact that now they can't go to the village of Deva to get some of the plants that they can't get from Deva. Now they can't relocate for 100 days. So there were very loud arguments and very high emotions. And a very short man that had a very deep voice. He asks in the middle of the crowd, If I may ask, how will this happen if things are dry as they were right now? And the father answered, I also don't know, but we need to have faith. People disperse from the crowds going home. They were all having different emotions. And as days went by to the first 100 days, people were still relocating to the village of Deva. And the father was not happy with this. So he started to go door by door, asking people to please have faith and not go to the village of Deva just for 100 days. Some of the people started listening, more people started listening. After he went through all the houses of Deva, no one was relocating to the village of Deva. This was a good sign. Now they started counting the days. And as they start counting, counting, counting. On the 100th day, as Stephan was sleeping, he gets another dream. Everything was back to normal. People were happy and things were bright again. The flowers were vibrant. He wakes up. He looks through the window. And then his face was just sad again because it was still very dry outside. With that sadness on his eyes, he couldn't even realize that his hand was holding something in a form of a fist. He pulls slowly the fist towards his face, and then he opens it very slowly. He sees a very bright light, and this was a seed, a gold seed, very bright. Starts being excited again. He runs to Daddy again. Daddy, Daddy, look, Daddy, look. Daddy answering with a surprise, not knowing what the son was talking about. What is it, my son? Look, Daddy, it's a seed. So you had another dream, the daddy asks. And the son says, yes, Daddy. So what did the dream say? What should we do with this seed? The daddy worried that it's just one seed. What will they do with this one seed? And the son goes very low with a voice as well, a bit disappointed. No, the dream did not tell me what to do with the seed. Sorry, Daddy. But the daddy, with the hope that this is a miracle, he takes the seed, runs to the village, calls the meeting again for the whole village, and the village comes to the meeting. They all then started planting this seed. They poured a lot of water the whole day with the hope that something will just come up, and nothing came up. And they all just dispersed and went home with that disappointment. But the following day, when Stephan's woke up, it was so bright in the room with some different color of brightness. He then runs to the window and looks at the window, and he sees like this long tree. And as you get closer to it, you can't even see where it ends. It's so long. And then Stephan runs to the dairy. They go to the village and everyone was celebrating this tree. And this tree had all the plants, had all the vegetables, had all the fruits that they needed again. And the people that had relocated to the village of Deva came back now, relocating back to the village of Deva. And the village was a happy village again, with an unlimited veggies and fruits, with all the flowers and the plants on one tree. And that's how the story ended. Thank you.